guys, welcome to Your Earthy Black Girl. This is your host Sanaa, also known as Your Earthy Black Girl, and my phone's about to die, but I just wanted to get on here and give a little message. It kind of goes with last week's video, which I just happened to record like 20 minutes ago, but it's the other side of the coin. It's those people who do find themselves constantly pining after not just a certain individual, but just people in general, people who genuinely feel like they can't be alone and that they need to kind of cling on to one person to feel whole or feel like themselves. And you might be impatient, you might be just afraid to be alone, just afraid to be by yourself, be with your thoughts, and have that introspection that being alone requires, because when you're by yourself with no one but you and your thoughts, you start to just, sometimes you can spiral, think about all the things that you've ever done, anyone's ever done to you, like all these things that can be really scary. And I want you to know, like, it's okay. Like that can be very scary. Like, it's not something that's like, oh, you don't know how to be alone, like you were born alone, like you're gonna die alone, like it's not that serious. Like, no, I can definitely understand, especially for the aspect that's you are afraid to not be with a specific person, and when you are alone you just don't know what to do with yourself, you don't know where to go. So I can definitely understand why some people maybe stay in a relationship that's no longer serving them, or hop from person to person, relationship to relationship, because they genuinely just can't be by themselves. Like, it's understandable. And I do feel like when you are in a state of, I won't even say loneliness, because just because you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely. Those are two separate things. I'm alone, but I'm never lonely because I have myself. I have people around me that I can contact for a support system. So although I'm alone, I'm never lonely. But when you are in a period of solitude, like your winter arc or whatever season it is, but when you are in your solitude era, your arc or whatever, you owe yourself, you have a responsibility to yourself to work on you and better you before you allow people to come back into your life. And I think that's another thing that really scares people, because when they get alone, they have nothing to do but work on themselves, versus, okay, if I jump in another relationship, I don't really have to work on that. I don't really have to worry about that because those things are going to come up for me. The fight are going to bring stuff out for me, versus when you're alone, you have to do all that work by yourself, which, not to make it sound scary, but just to let people know, like, yes, it's okay to be afraid, but yes, you do owe yourself that, and you do have to grant yourself that and allow for that growth, because you're not getting that growth from other people, so you need to stimulate it in yourself. And I'll always say, like, ways you could do this is therapy, but for me personally, like, aside from therapy, one of the ways that I really, really like to kind of grow myself is reading self-help books or watching self-help YouTube videos, or shadow work journal prompts. Like, literally, if you Google shadow work for loneliness, shadow work for fear, shadow work for low confidence, like thousands of prompts I'm sure will come up. And just taking the time to pay yourself that responsibility, pay yourself that due to say, I know that the state that I'm in right now is not perfect. I am not broken, but I am not perfect, if that makes sense. So I need to, kind of work on myself, and I owe it to myself to be the best version of myself. Doesn't everyone want to be the best version of themselves? Like, I feel like as a living being, like, it's your responsibility to. Everyone should constantly want to be, whether you're in a relationship or not, but especially when you're out of a relationship, because you're not having someone to stimulate that growth for you. You're not having someone that's pointing out those flaws for you every single day. So you need to be able to do it yourself, but also make sure you're not getting overly critical and you're not always thinking about what's the next thing I need to improve. And it's definitely a tricky balance, because even I fell into that when I fell down a self-help rabbit hole, always thinking there was something that I need to improve. But it's really about doing it in moderation. Like, you can still read your fantasy book and your self-help book. You can still watch true crime podcasts and self-help podcasts. Like, you don't need to completely flip this coin on what you are going to consume and what you're going to spend your day doing just because you're alone. Because I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for you to find out what you do like to do and what you do enjoy doing, because you got really nothing better to do. Like, now you can figure out, what does Sanaa enjoy? What does fill in the blank enjoy, without having to worry about anybody else or anybody else's opinion about it. And I really think that's a beautiful thing. I think that solitude is beautiful, and it's a chance to reconnect with yourself, because like I said earlier, you are gonna die by yourself. You were born by yourself. Even if you had a twin, one of y'all was born first. But yeah, like, I think solitude is a beautiful thing. It's a chance to return to yourself and just check in with you and build so many great things. You can build empathy, because you are connecting with yourself, and you're like, if I'm going through this, then other people might be going through this. You can build self-confidence, self-love. Like, there's just so many amazing things that you can learn from yourself, and it just teaches you to check in with you before you check in with other people. And that goes for opinions, feelings, anything. Like, just everything starts with you. And I feel like after a breakup, or after a friendship breakup, or after anything that causes you to separate from other people, it's truly a chance for evolution, and everyone should take the opportunity to, just glow up and be better for themselves. But that's all I have for you today, guys. Make sure you choose love, spread love, and be love, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.